finally back with the woman I love. I'd say this year's starting out just right.
It's perfect.
Yeah, except for Antonio. I know it killed him, seeing us in bed together.
Yeah. I feel so terrible, too. And I hated having to tell him that you were the one that I love. You're the one that I want to be with. I never wanted to hurt Antonio, but I have.
Hey, Sheridan, don't blame yourself. Antonio doesn't. He blames me.
It's not right that we're both spending New Year's Eve alone. You should be with your wife. I should be with the father of my child.
And instead, Sheridan and Luis are together.
You know, I was thinking about what you said last night, that there was a way to keep Luis and Sheridan from being together.
I don't know, I guess there is something I could do, but I don't think I could do it.
Look, never mind that my baby and I have been robbed of a future with Luis. But if he pressured Sheridan into choosing him over you, how can you, as her husband, just stand back and let her be taken advantage of? Shouldn't you do whatever it takes to protect her? Your wife, the woman that you love?
Oh, I'm so glad you came. Oh, you look lovely. Oh, so good to see you. Oh, and look how handsome you look.
Thank you.
Wasn't the bride supposed to make her entrance at the ceremony?
I wanted to make certain that everyone we invited is here before we start.
Do you mean all the people you forced to come?
Whatever. Look, it is important that everyone see that I am Mrs. Julian Crane, especially Eve Russell. I want her to watch you slip that ring on my finger and say, I do with me. And you don't with her ever again.
I know what you mean.
What?
Sweetheart, I hate that Rebecca blackmailed us into coming to this sham of a wedding. I mean, I don't care too much for her, and I hate Julian with a passion. No decent woman would ever get involved with a scum like Julian. So, let's just put on our little happy faces, and let's go in.
Ivy, you can change your mind. You don't have to go to your ex's wedding with me. I'm only going because Julian and Rebecca put pressure on the mayor to pressure me.
I'll be fine, Sam. As long as I have you by my side.
Likewise.
You okay?
I just hate being in this house. And all I can think about is that this is where I lost my baby.
Look, if you want to go, I completely understand. Rebecca, I didn't take the pictures, so I'm kind of stuck.
No, I'll stay. I'll be okay.
Windora, this promises to be quiet tonight. The beginning of a new year. Some lovers will come together and others will be torn apart. Unfortunately, there will be some happiness. Never fear, my darling. One person's happiness can be another person's heartache. And there will be plenty of heartache tonight. And pain. Oh, yes, oodles of pain. When that clock strikes midnight, lives will change forever.
Your mommy hates me. She thinks I'm helping Julian and Rebecca get custody of you. But I'm not. I'm trying to help your mommy get you back. It's just best that Teresa not know.
Hey, look, if we're gonna make this wedding, we gotta go.
Yeah, I know. I don't really want to leave Teresa alone. I mean, she's so upset over Julian and Rebecca having custody of little Ethan.
Okay, we can stay here. I mean, I don't care about Rebecca marrying my father.
No, we have to go. I mean, Teresa wants us to check on little Ethan for her, so we'll go ahead and go.
Okay, right.
No!
Teresa?
They're taking him. Honey, Julian and Rebecca, they're gonna take him. They're taking little Ethan out of the computer. I gotta go. I've gotta do something. I gotta get to him. I gotta go. I gotta go. Honey, sweetie, it was just a dream. It's okay.
Yeah, no, that's all it was, okay? It was a bad dream.
Well, it's a dream I cannot let come true.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Sheridan should be with me. And she would be if Luis hadn't have pressured her into choosing him.
Right. Well, the horse is dead. Antonio, stop beating it. But if you know a way you can get Sheridan back, I don't see why you wouldn't do whatever it takes to hold on to your wife.
I have my reasons.
There's some fresh coffee and dessert if you want to help yourself. I don't think I'm going to be selling too much tonight.
Yeah, coffee sounds good.
Okay, I got your message. What's so important? I'm trying to get to that farce of Rebecca and Julian's
Okay,
wedding.
it's Antonio. He found Sheridan in bed with Luis.
They couldn't wait? Oh, my God. Poor Antonio. Must be devastated.
He is. And he's desperate to get her back. He loves her so much.
I know, I watched them fall in love. Antonio became a changed man after that. Oh, just to find his wife in bed with his brother. Wish there was something I could do.
Actually, there is. You're his closest friend, Liz. Maybe he would listen to you.
About what?
Well, Antonio said that he knows a way to get Sheridan back, but he's reluctant to do it. I thought maybe you could talk to him and explain that he should do whatever it takes to get her back.
Beth, stop pretending. We both know this is about your wanting to be with Luis and not about helping Antonio with Sheridan.
Okay, I won't deny that it would help me too, but I do think that Antonio deserves to be with his wife and that my baby should have his father. He's in agony. Come on, Liz, please help him. Just talk to him.
Tabitha.
Tabitha, you brought your baby.
My invitation said, and guest. And Dora's my guest.
That woman is certifiable.
Oh my God, it's that Wallace woman. Hide the silver. Make sure she sits in a rental chair, preferably one that's extra absorbent.
Hey, Jules! Thanks for the invite. My guests and I were wild with excitement.
Guest, yeah.
Here, come here, Ben. Here we go.
You brought that monkey to my wedding?
Orangutan. She's very sensitive. Come on, precious.
I wanted a wedding, not a circus.
Well, you invited everyone in town.
Yeah, but this is a farce.
Yes, so is my marrying you.
It's a terrible thing to say.
Terrible, but true. I need some air.
I'm gonna go say hi to Sam.
You look so beautiful.
You look so...
I'm trying to put on a happy face, but the damn thing keeps slipping off.
Oh, Julian, I'm just so sick about this. That I've condemned you to a life of misery with Rebecca.
I'll be all right.
No. No, you won't be all right. I can't let you do this. I know that Rebecca telling TC will cost me my husband and my children, but I can't let you make this sacrifice.
I'll do whatever I have to do to protect you.
Oh, but you deserve to be happy. You deserve to have true love.
I had it once, Eve. With you.
I don't know what to say.
Just be happy. All I want is your happiness.
Greetings.
Judge Riley, oh, it's an honor and a privilege to have you here.
Yes, blah, 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 blah.
Judge Riley, what is that crook doing here?
He's marrying my mother and Julian.
Don't you find it alarming that the judge presiding over Little Ethan's custody case is dropping any pretense of impartiality here?
Honey, please don't start, okay? What happens with Teresa and her little boy is not our concern
Gwen,
anymore.
Gwen, it is a blatant conflict of interest, okay? Even for a snake like him.
You promised me you were going to stay away from Teresa and her problems.
I am.
Well, good. Let's keep it that way.
You know, what if my dream comes true? You know, what if Juliana and Rebecca win and they do take little Ethan away? You know, I can't let that happen. I've got to do something about this.
Okay, listen, hey, you got Woody working on it, okay? And even if Judge Riley is on the Crane payroll, there's no way that he can give permanent custody to Julian and Rebecca without risking removal from the bench. Okay. Look, Teresa, the bottom line is you're little Ethan's mom, okay? And there's no justification at all for why he should be taken away from you.
Honey, you're going to be back with little Ethan. You'll see.
You know, I just don't trust any of them. I'm just gonna go to the mansion. I'm just gonna take little Ethan out of the state. You know, I'm just gonna go someplace where your family doesn't have any influence.
No, I think you're gonna have to go to another planet then, you know. Alistair's got influence everywhere, Teresa.
Teresa, honey, Fox is right. If you violate your custody order, you could be charged with kidnapping. Promise me you won't try to do that, okay? Swear to me, Teresa, that you're not gonna try to take little Ethan away.
Oh, one night of Martimi's and reckless abandon has given me the greatest gift of my life.
Even though you won't accept my offer to help support Endora, I've set up a trust fund in her name to see to her education.
Past with Julian.
Teresa, honey, I mean it. Swear to me that you won't even think about taking little Ethan out of the state.
You know what? The Cranes are gonna find you wherever you go, so Let the courts handle it.
Hey, there's no way that Julian and Rebecca are going to keep your son away from you.
I'm not gonna answer that. I'm
You
just
know, I'll get it. I'll get it.
Thanks. Fox is right. Even if the Cranes have Judge Riley in their pocket, he can only go so far. At the very least, you will get visitation rights, but you just have to be patient and do it legally.
You just don't understand. You've never had someone you love taken away from you.
Yeah, Teresa, I have. I've lost Chad, the man that I thought I was gonna marry.
Well, Teresa, that was Woody. I have good news. He's filing a motion to get you interim visitation with little Ethan while the custody case is being resolved. But, look, since it's New Year's, he's gonna have to wait till after the holiday to go before Judge Riley, so.
It's another delay, of course. Well, that's a sign that the New Year's not gonna go very well.
No, Teresa, get real. It's a holiday. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm sure Woody's gonna go before the judge as soon as he can. Okay? Look, if we're gonna make it to this, fiasco, we better leave, so.
Okay. Are you sure you're gonna be okay if we leave you alone?
I'm gonna be fine. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Adios, amiga.
Adios.
All right.
I'm not just gonna sit here and do nothing. I'm not gonna start the new year without little Ethan. I'm gonna get him back, no matter what.
Beth told me a little bit about what's going on with Sheridan. How you holding up?
Lost my wife to my own brother.
I'm sorry, Antonio. I know how much you love Sheridan.
She's my life.
And you are Sheridan's life, too.
I don't know about that, Liz. Luis has got her convinced that he's the love of her life, that he's the one she wants to spend the rest of it with, not me.
No. I was there on St. Lisa's when the two of you fell in love. Antonio, listen. That love is so special, and it's so rare. I can't believe that Sheridan has forgotten about that love just because she's gotten her memory back.
I don't know what Sheridan's thinking besides what Luis is telling her to think.
Okay, then. How can you say it's over between you and Sheridan when she is not herself? You know, Sheridan once told me about a promise you made to her. You told her that if anything or anyone ever tried to come between the two of you, that you wouldn't let it happen. You would fight for her. Fight for your love, Antonio. Don't break your promise. Sheridan's counting on it.
The baby is sound asleep.
Just wanted to ring in the new year right. May I have this dance?
Every other dance. Forever.
Will you look at that dress? You think the Queen of Tarts was in her early 20s getting married for the first time? Overdone.
Good grief. Rebecca doesn't even need a donkey to make a jackass out of herself.
Rebecca, you all right?
I'm fine, just mortified. Just help me get on my feet.
Clean up on aisle 1.
Good job, Endora. But no more, little one. It's too dangerous here.
So we have gathered here at this time to witness and to rejoice in the coming together of two separate lives.
Now be very quiet. The wedding is going on in the living room, and if anyone sees you, I will be fired so fast.
And to celebrate with them the making of this important and everlasting commitment. This is a decision not to be entered into lightly, but rather undertaken with great consideration and respect, both for the other person and oneself.
You are my passion for life.
Do you, Julian, take Rebecca as your wife? From this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love, honor, and cherish her, and keeping yourself only unto her for as long as you both shall live.
Oh, Julian. Julian, say it. Say I do.
I do.
Do you, Rebecca? Take Julian.
You bet I do.
Then, by the authority vested in me by the state, I pronounce you husband and wife.
Oh, Julian, I'm so sorry.
Julian, you may kiss your wife.
Sweetheart, I'm upset too. Julian and Rebecca making a mockery of something so sacred as marriage. Honey, I don't blame you for crying.
Okay. All right, so you put this on. Okay. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a little game, all right? It's all about being quiet, not making a sound. So when we walk through that door, we don't want anyone to see us or anyone to hear us, okay? Can you do that for me? Perfect. All right, let's go, honey. Thanks, Buzz.
Be careful, Teresa. If they catch you, I shudder to think what would happen.
This has been a wonderful evening. And you know what? This sparkling cider is every bit as good as champagne.
Well, I'm glad you like it. I figured with you nursing the baby and all,
He's so lucky to have you for his daddy.
I'm lucky to have you. And I figured when the clock strikes 12, we could ring in the new year in our own special way.
How do you mean?
Mr. Lopez Fitzgerald?
Antonio, come in. I've been expecting you.
How did you know I'd be here?
Because you love my daughter. Because you're concerned for her happiness and well-being as much as I am. I'm sorry if I seemed harsh last time, but your love for Sheridan had blinded you to the reality of the situation with Luis, that your philandering brother has all but destroyed your marriage by seducing Sheridan. Not only in her bed, but in her mind as well. Luis's actions are abominable. Taking advantage of poor Sheridan when she's still so weak and confused. My heart breaks for her, as I know does yours. That's why you're here. Despite our differences, you know that I love Sheridan and only want what's best for her. And that is a life with you, Antonio. You her husband. And you know, I have a way to help make that happen.
Suppose what you say is true. That if I don't act soon, that I may lose Sheridan. But how are you going to change her mind? How are you going to make her love me more than she loves Luis?
By having you sign this.
Never committed?
I'm afraid it's the only way. As Sheridan's husband, only you can have her sent back to the psychiatric ward.
Alistair, I love Sheridan. I'm not going to send her off to the loony bin.
That's not what you'd be doing. Sheridan's exhausted, confused, vulnerable to pressure from Luis. But without your brother around to influence her, Sheridan would have the time and help she needs to heal, to be herself again, to be the Sheridan you fell in love with and who fell in love with you. And as Sheridan's husband, you'll be able to visit her anytime you wish, for as long as you want. Luis, on the other hand, couldn't see Sheridan at all if you felt it was in her best interests for him not to. Of course, denying Luis to see Sheridan is entirely up to you. If, and only if, you have Sheridan committed for her own good.
Hey, how's Maria? Oh, I talked to Kay earlier. Maria's fine. Good.
You know, when Sam told me that my granddaughter almost died and Kay didn't even call and tell me, I really couldn't believe it. I feel so alone, Eve, you know? So isolated from my own family.
Grace, honey, now don't do this to yourself. You know how important marriage and family is to you. You go back. Don't lose what you had with Sam.
But David is my husband.
Sam is the man that you had a family with. He is the only man you remember loving for as long as you remember.
I think you're right. I think maybe I made a mistake giving up Sam and choosing David.
Grace, you go and you find Sam and you tell him how you feel and you start this new year out right. Okay, you get your children and your husband back.
How hard this must be for you, Ivy. I mean, to be back here in this magnificent mansion where you used to rule the roost, seeing the elegant lifestyle you used to enjoy, all the while knowing you have to go back to that little tar paper shack of Sam Bennett's. Oh, it's just too sad. It's just depressing me.
If I could live with Sam, I would live in the streets happily. The biggest regret of my life was allowing my father to push me into marrying Julian. I should have married for love. I should have followed my heart. Well, I can't change the past, but what I can do is spend the rest of my life showing Sam that my love for him now is as strong as it was back then.
What a yawn you've become, Ivy. So dreadfully middle class.
Whereas you, Rebecca, are simply dreadful.
Say whatever you want, Ivy. I am going to revel in being Mrs. Julian Crane. And as for you, good night and good luck. You're gonna need it.
Just a little bit more. We'll be off the estate, Mom. Everything's gonna be perfect. We're gonna have a wonderful life ahead of us, I promise.
You there, freeze.
Come on, run, run. Come on.
You're not going anywhere.
I overheard you and Rebecca talking. Did you mean it?
Of course I did. Every word. I never stopped loving you, Sam. I've been trying to tell you that for years.
I know. But I wasn't sure if I could believe it.
Well, you have to believe it. Because it's the truth. Okay. Sam, where are you?
Maybe we could start again.
Sam, really? We can take fast or slow, whatever you want. Just please give me another chance.
Maybe we could give us another chance. Happy New Year, Ivy.
Happy New Year, Sam.
So this is a very special bouquet, girls. So I know whoever catches it is going to meet the man of her dreams.
That's not fair, Precious! It was my turn! Come on! Oh, come on!
I thought for sure you were gonna get that one.
I know.
What's going on here?
We caught her trying to kidnap the boy.
Oh, my God! Will this never stop? Judge Riley, do you see what kind of a Mother Teresa is? I mean, kidnapping an innocent child and trying to take him out of his father's happy home.
Judge Riley, you're the judge that's presiding over my custody case.
Indeed, I am.
He just married my father and Rebecca.
Please, I can explain that this is completely...
Just save your breath. I've seen all I need to. It's very clear this woman is far too unstable and irresponsible to have custody over the child. And in light of the fact that you tried to kidnap the boy, even visitation is now out of the question.
No.
And I shall rule accordingly.
No, please, 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 don't do this. Why, honey? Why did you do this? Because I love him, and I couldn't lose him. Get off me.
Well, you just did. This little stunt you pulled has cost you your little boy. No, you will never see little Ethan again.
Sweetheart.
Oh, Ethan! Why don't you call the police and have them take her to jail? The charge is kidnapping.
Good. Let's go.
No! No, don't!
Happy New Year, Teresa.
No!
Phyllis?
Please! No! No!
Happy New Year, sweetheart.
No! Get off me! Little Ethan!
Happy New Year, Luis.
It's a year of love and happiness. And us being together again.
Now and always.
That's right.
Sign the paper, Antonio. Have Sheridan committed to the psychiatric ward for her own good, for the good of your marriage. Or see her marry your brother. Watch her and Luis have the life you planned to have with Sheridan. Sign it. Help Sheridan find her way back to being her old self, back into your waiting arms, and away from Luis.
I have an offer from Julian Crane. An offer that could mean your freedom.
Oh, my God. Mom.
My daughter will never be a threat to me or to the Crane Empire ever again.